friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Shawnee and we are Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be participating in the Flipping for Fall challenge. It's hosted by my friend Chantel of Chantel's Crafty Hints, and it's co-hosted today by my friend Brenda of Rustic and Lace, and also Amanda of 6 Kids and a Glue Gun. Guys, go check out their channels. They're awesome. I'll have the links to their channels in my description box below, as well as the link to the playlist. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. Okay, guys, and what we're going to be making today is some quick, easy DIYs for your fall, autumn decor. Going to be super simple, and they are beautiful, guys. And coming up, I'm going to have a great big announcement next video I do. I'm so excited about this, guys. I've been working on this for a minute, and it is awesome. Without further ado, let's go right ahead and get into this video. DIY today, we have this long board that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. We're going to go ahead. I've removed the hanger. Now, what I want to do with this is I want to take some Mod Podge and I want to spread it over the top of my board. You don't need too much. You can even cover the holes with this, guys. Some other paper there. And it's okay if this dries. That I received from Craftspire. I'll have the link in my description box below. I absolutely adore this paper. What I'm going to do first, guys, is I'm going to cut it across the length that I want it to be on our board. About right there. There's 2 banners on here. I'm going to be using one of them, and I do believe I'm going to be using the one that says honey. Okay, so we're going to put this across just like so. I'm even going to cut this a little bit more, guys. This is a little bit long for me, just like that. Okay, now we're going to take another piece from the bottom of the original piece, and we're going to cut it out in the same size as we cut this piece out, preferably the bottom corner. And I'm just going to go right around this, just like so. Okay. Making sure it's nice and even. And there we go. We'll be using this for the top and this one for the bottom. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place, making sure that the honey is prominent in the piece right here. Nice and even with the top. If you have a square ruler, you can use that as well. Just like that. I'm just going to place this right on my Mod Podge, just like so. Okay. Nice and straight. Okay. Repeat this on the bottom of our board. Mod Podge. I'm going to spread this around just like so. Okay. Now we're going to let this dry. Sure that our glue is dry. We're going to take a piece of parchment paper, put it over our paper, and we're going to press this down with our mini heat press. Guys, I'll have the link to this in my description box below as well. I absolutely adore my mini press. The board with our scissors, like so. just like this. Okay, you do not have to get super close because we're going to take our sander and then we're going to sand it as well to get those nice, crisp, clean edges. Does not have to be perfect. And I'll show you why in just one moment. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my sander. And we're going to go in a downward motion, just like so, all the way around our piece, top and bottom. Okay, friends, now I'm going to take my stencil brush and a little bit of Truffle Chalk Paint by Waverly. I'm going to pour that right in here. Just a little bit. We don't need much. Okay, now what we're going to do is take a little bit of our truffle. Now you don't need much for this, guys, and I do have a stencil brush I just purchased at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap. Now, I think this is pretty well centered. This stencil came from the Dollar Tree, guys, and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. You do not want to rub. Go ahead and get your hearts in there. Very carefully, going to lift up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this stencil finished. We're going to come back and lift it up. Here we go, moment of truth. Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, let's see, just like so. Now, then we're going to take a couple dots of hot glue, just a couple dots. Okay. Just like so, and nice and straight across. There we go. You'll want to grab your spatula and or your finger protectors, and you just want to tap, 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 guys. Tap, tap, tap. Same as you do with your stencil. Just tap it on there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love this. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the same thing to the top side of our sign. What we're going to do is I have this napkin. I do believe I purchased this at the Dollar Tree. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our Mod Podge on the bottom of our sign as we did on the first side. And we're going to put our design on. Guys, you can use your brayer on this if you'd like. That's just fine. You can let it hang off. Just like so. Just pat, pat, pat. And we're going to let this dry completely. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is simply take a file in a downward motion, very gently, just like so, all the way around my napkin. Using the same process on our napkin as we did on the opposite side of our piece, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our mini press, our mini heat press, just like so. You guys, these work so good on napkins. So we have this on, guys. It looks absolutely beautiful. So what we're going to do now is I have this blessed sign. It's the faux leather, and I purchased this at the Dollar Tree. I only picked up one pack, and now I'm wishing I would have picked up about 4. So these are nice. The quality is really, really good, guys. But I'm going to cut these out because obviously we're not going to run them this way. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut out. Okay, friends, so I had a goodness of a time figuring out how to place these letters. They're bigger than I thought they were. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to add some Aleene's tacky glue across. Just like so. Okay. A couple little dabs of hot glue for that right now hold. Kind of go like this, because this is for our ribbon. Now, I purchased this ribbon at the Dollar Tree. I love it. I think it screams farmhouse country. I just love it. Okay, we're just going to do a little couple dabs here. We want this to look nice. I don't know if we're going to be able to. I just started to say saw. I don't know if we can saw this off, guys. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can file this off, guys. If not, I'm going to have to really do a perfect job in getting this around the corners. Okay. All right, I'm going to try that. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, so here we go. To put our letters on, we're going to use a little bit of Aleene's tacky glue and a couple dabs of hot glue. Okay. Just a little bitty dabs. We don't want it oozing all over our piece. And we're going to offset our letters. It looks so cute, guys. I done tried it earlier a little bit. I tried it a couple different ways, and this is the way I came up with. Hope you guys like it. Go right up here, like so. Center, press. Okay, I'm going to like these. I can tell already. If you get a little bit of seepage, guys, do not touch it. Just let it dry. It'll dry clear. Okay. Watch this. This is really, really cute. I really like the way this came out when I did it like this. Otherwise, they're not going to fit. So, and I don't have a plan B because we have a design on the other side. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, here we go. Just like so. And again, I'm just offsetting these a little bit. Get any seepage, not to worry. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a little bow for here, put a little bit of raffia. We're going to put the hanger back on, and DIY, excuse me, number one will be complete. Here's our bow. I simply just tied it in the center with a piece of raffia, just like so. I'm going to tie that nice and tight, and we're going to glue it right here to our piece. Simple, simple, guys. This was so easy. All right, just like that. A little bit of Aleene's tacky and a little bit of hot glue, just like so. All right, we're going to tap this on here. We're going to put our hanger back on, and we are going to call this a finished DIY. I think this turned out adorable, guys. Hey guys, and on to DIY number 2. Friends, and for DIY number 2, what we're going to be doing is I have this bottle cap type Tart tin from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the hanger right off this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the outside first, and what we're going to do is I'm going to wipe this off really good with a paper towel. You can also use a 70% alcohol base if you'd like. All the fingerprints and things off this because we're going to apply some Waverly white chalk paint to this, and we want to make sure this is clean. Okay. Now, another thing I'm going to do a little bit of, guys, is I am going to rough it up just a little bit. Just like it, and it roughs up very easy. Okay, just a little bit. That way it's scratching nicely and the paint will apply right over this. But you want to make sure that all that resin from your paint is off. Okay, just like that. Can you see them beautiful scratches in there? Okay, so open up our Waverly here. There we go. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to remove any that may have seeped onto the side. It's not real bad, actually, thank goodness. But I'm going to go upward with it, like that. I'm trying to keep the integrity of the silver on the sides. There we go. Okay, we're going to let this dry. Just like that. We don't need like a ton, but you want enough to where it's going to stick. And this is a wet brush. Okay. So we're going to do just like this. Okay. Now, not too much. And if it's wet, that's fine as well. A little bit of water never hurt. Now, you want to line this up with your holes, guys, because you don't want it crooked. So you want this to go smack dab in the center of your holes. Just like that. For your hanger, that is, guys. We're going to lay this out just like so. Now, we're going to take our parchment paper. Maybe, if I can find it. Here it is. Okay. I left it doubled. I'm going to place it just like this. I'm going to take my brayer. And I'm going to go over this with my brayer. Just like so. There we go. That's beautiful. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take our sponge, just like so, just like that. So easy, not real loud. It's actually quite quiet. I'm surprised. Okay, just like that. Perfect. Down here. And I'll show you what we're going to do in a second. See where those sides are flopping up? No worries. Now, we're just going to go ahead. We're going to lay some Mod Podge under there. Okay. I'm going to lift these up. Little bit of Mod Podge. You don't need too much. Just a little bit. That might be too much on my part. So what we'll do is we'll take it on the opposite side. And we'll do the same thing. Lift up. Opposite direction. There we go. Lay it down. Super simple, guys. Really, really easy. We're going to take it again, leave it doubled, and we're going to make sure we get our sides. Just like so. Okay, guys, I'm going to get this rolled out. I'm going to come back. It's going to be dry by that time, and I can show you. That's how easy this one was. Friends, you know how I am. We have to go just a little bit farther. What we're going to do, I'm going to take just a strip of this grosgrain ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut it, and we're going to dovetail each end of the ribbon. Just like that. Beautiful. Just each end, we're just going to dovetail. Just like so. There we go. Love it. And we're just going to put this little strip down here just for an added little extra detail. Okay. I'm going to take my Aleene's. Okay. I'm going to take a wee bit of hot glue. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to place this right under our thankful, right like so. Beautiful. Just like that, guys. And just with that, side 2 is complete. I think this turned out absolutely adorable. Okay, and we're going to go on and we're going to do side number 2. For the inside of our bottle cap, what we're going to do is I'm going to make sure that it's centered first of all, just like so. I have this piece of fluorofoam that I cut off. It is from the Dollar Tree. It's from a block. I'm going to be using 3 different types of glue on this, guys. I'm going to be using the Aleene's. What I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate here. Aleene's. And in all honesty, it's all back up. I want to do this in case one of the glues just will not stick. We're going to be using some of the wood super glue. I know this isn't wood, guys, but this stuff adheres wonderful. Okay, and then last but not least, good old hot glue. Right, like so. We're going to be sticking this right to the side. Right, like that. We're going to press down. Okay, just like that. Now, I have some florals here that my daughter purchased me last weekend from a florist that had went out of business, and she purchased me the remnants, everything that they had left. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start building our floral display out of these beautiful florals that my daughter purchased for me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this purple mum. We're going to put a little bit of hot glue and a little bit of wood glue on there. We'll put the wood glue on the outside. Make sure the hot glue is on very generously for that right now hold. We're going to go ahead and we'll stick the hot glue in the foam. Just like this. Just like that. Okay. Look at the dual purpose. I love it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the same thing over here. We want them even. They don't have to be matchy-matcherton, but it really looks good if they're even on one side. So we're going to do this. Come around like this. Right in there like that. And here it go right into that foam. Okay, we're going to put our two whites here and here. Our multicolored mum in the center. Then we're going to throw some eucalyptus in there as well. Be right back. Hey friends, and for our peach one, I literally left the greenery on, left a little bit of the stem because we're going to stick it right down in here. We're going to grab a little bit of the super glue on, a little bit of hot glue against the stem. I'm going to stand right up and do this one, guys. And there we go. I purchased this at a rummage sale last year, guys. It is pumpkin garland. I think this is, maybe it was a year before last. I just think it's so cute. So what I'm going to do is I've cut a couple pieces off that. I'm going to wind these up with this little tool. You guys probably recognize this from the Dollar Tree. Just like that. Kind of pull it out a little bit. And I'm going to put these in our arrangement too. I'm going to put the hanger on. We're going to come back. We're going to call this a finished DIY. We're going to get DIY number 3 completed, and we're going to be all set. Friends, DIY number 2 is complete. I think this turned out absolutely beautiful. There's our inside, and there's our outside. I think this is beautiful. We're going to make this reversible. Guys, don't forget to go check out Chantel, Brenda, and Amanda's channels. The links again are in my description box below, as well as the link to the playlist. We're going to go ahead, we're going to do it just like this. Just like this. Okay. Now we have to do this side first, of course. You have to do one side first. Can't do both sides at the same time. Going to take our Antique Wax by Waverly. You want to go ahead and you want to make sure it's around your edges. Just like that. We're going to go ahead, and if you've been with me before, you know the drill. We're going to go ahead and we're going to wipe this off, moving in one direction upward. Just like so. Okay guys, I'm going to get the other end done. We'll be right back. We're going to take our black chalkboard paint, Craftwise, and this is also a plaid product. I'm going to pour a little bit on here, guys. Just like that. Take a big brush. And we're going to go ahead and apply it. Aleene's tacky. Run it right across here. And we're also going to take a little bit of hot glue. Very light on the hot glue, guys. And we're going to take just a little bit of hangover, guys, this time. Right there. I'm going to flatten that right out. Just like so. If any glue comes through, don't worry about that. That'll dry right up. We're going to cut this off. Put together is our favorite place to be. Okay. Now we're going to take a little piece of paper so that our stencil doesn't get on this one. So we need to make sure it's, yep, in the center, right where we want it to be. It's going to hang like this. Right where we want it to be. So there we go. It's right there. Okay. Now, hey guys, I've taken a stencil that I purchased, I believe, at Dollar Tree, and I've written together is our favorite place to be. We have our ribbon across. I'm going to put our other ribbon down here like so. And the reason I want enough to make a bow, guys, is because that's not centered like I wanted it to be. Simple, simple though, guys. These are so cute. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make a bow. I'm going to get these sides taken care of, and we'll be right back.